Winsford 8. And staying for those, we've got Ryan Wheeler. And in lane 4, we've got Winsford B. Staying for them is William Murray. In lane 5, we've got Leyland Barracudas, Bradley Astles. He's in lane number 5. And just as we come through 75 metres, it's Leyland's Bradley Astles. It's got a slight lead over Ryan Wheeler. Bradley's going to hand over to Kyle McKenna. Ryan's going to hand over to Joshua Wilson. And they're going first, 56.98. So it's Kyle McKenna and Joshua Wilson. With Winsford B's James Cushion. He's on the second leg for our Winsford B team. And it's going to be Joshua Wilson who's going to turn first on 25.68 from Kyle. And coming through 75. Joshua Wilson is just starting to edge out. As James Cushion is coming through, just to overtake Kyle McKenna. Joshua's going to hand over to Henry Oliver. James to Will Deemy. And Jacob Hughes is going to go for Leyland Barracudas. Fourth race for second and third. Henry Oliver just maintaining that lead. But Jacob Hughes is starting to come back in this first 50. It's Henry Oliver turning first from Jacob Hughes. And we're still maintaining that slight lead, 2 or 3 metres. Jacob Hughes is starting to come back, just relinquishing that lead slightly down that second 50. And he's going to hand over to Ben Porter. Henry Oliver handing over to Finn Armit. Will Deemy, Ethan Jones. He's on this last leg, Finn Armit for Winsford 8. He in lane 3. Ethan Jones for Winsford B in lane 4, and Ben Porter for Leyland Barracudas in lane number 5. It's the turn 3:23.40 against 3:27.14 for Ben Porter. But it's Finn Armit that's extending his lead. He's gone out to 5 metres now and going away all the time as we come into the finish in the last 5 metres. Finn Armit, Winsford 8 took his first, 3:54.83 from Winsford B, 1:58.57, and the Barracudas in that third place. Heat number 2. So as we get heat 2 underway, in lane number 2 we've got City of Manchester 8, and lane number 3 City of Salford 8, lane 4 City of Liverpool, lane 5 Preston 8, lane 6 Bolton Metro, and in lane 7 Trafford Metro. City of Manchester, Alfie Mars, he's on the first leg. City of Salford, Jay Dennett in lane 3. City of Salford, Owen O'Connor. Daniel Holmes for Preston 8 in 5. Gabriel Glynn for Bolt Metro. In sixth, and James Wollaston from Trafford Metro. He's on the first leg. It's City of Liverpool, Owen O'Connor. And so, on second leg, the City of Manchester, Alex Hiles, Scott Provin for Salford, Thomas Silk for Liverpool, Jack Howard for Preston A, Isaac Brennan for Bolton Metro, and Jake Pender for Trafford Metro. A couple of issues with our scoreboard at the minute. As we come into our next, it's going to be our lane 3. James Duncan. From the City of Salford. From Alex Thompson. Rio Quarry in for Preston A. Adam McAkee for Bolton Metro. Reece Cambridge Hughes for Trafford Metro. And Luca Tomasello for City of Manchester. Coming into the last changeover, Ben Smith for Manchester Aquatics, Marcus Gay, City of Salford, Jack Roberts, City of Liverpool, Billy Dewars for Preston A, Jack Morris for Bolt Metro, and George Spate for Trafford Metro. Goes in last. But it's City of Salford who've got a commanding lead.
Carried away talking.
And as we come through 75 metres of this last leg, it is Marcus Day from the City of Salford who's got a 10-metre lead over Jack Roberts from the City of Liverpool and Ben Smith. So it's City of Salford, which touch first from City of Liverpool and the City of Manchester. Preston A.
No, we were sat there.
We have to apologise for the scoreboard. We seem to have a technical issue with that.
Oh no, we finished. Sorry, we finished. We were just finishing. Again. Right. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. No, well, then.
And so, that brings us to the end of event 101, the men's 14-16 years, 4x100 freestyle relay. And then we move on to event 102, which is the 17 years and over 4x100 metres freestyle relay. There are 2 heats, and we start with heat number 1. so we get heat number 1 of this first event, on event 102. In lane number 3, we've got Winston 8. Jordan Gaskell, he's on the first leg. In lane 4, we've got Traffic Metro, Paul Bernard, for Traffic Metro. Lane 5, Three Players, Tom Blur. And in lane 6, we've got Thomas Munnings for Blackpool Aquatics. And it looks as though we've got a slight lead for Thomas Manning, who hands over to Anthony Wood. Michael Goodby is on the second leg for Three Players. Joe Keeley for Traffic Metro. And Nicholas Law for Winston. As we come down into 75 metres of this second leg, it's quite even. If we don't get any way, as we go into the changeover, and the changeovers are very, very important. But it's going to be Anthony Wood, but it's going to hand over to Jack Bonsall. He goes first. Zach Fielding from Three Players, he's in second. Andy Cooper from Traffic Metro is in fourth, and Alexander Law from Winsford A is taking over on his third leg. So as we come down into the 50-metre turn, Jack Bonsall, he's turning first. From Zach Fielding, Andy Cooper, and Alexander Law. Jack Fielding, hanging on to the legs of Jack Bonsall. These two just edging out the lead. And as we come into the last changeover, it's going to be Adam Fowle from Blackpool. On the last leg, Joseph Staver from Three Players. With Daniel Stone from Winsford and Samuel Mill from Traffic Metro. Blackpool Aquatics have got a commanding lead now. Into the last 25. About a 10-metre lead now for Adam Fowle from Joseph Staver. In addition, we've got another 2 metres over Samuel Mill and Daniel Stone. So into the finish. Adam Fowle took his first from Joseph Staver, Samuel Mill and Daniel Stone. Technical issues with our scoreboard at the minute. The times are correct. We're just having an issue with our display on the scoreboard this morning. Now we sort out the gremlins. We'll move on to heat number 2.
Yeah, because that's not working, is it?
So gents, we have a small technical issue with the timing.
I think long first now I
So if you'd like to stand down off the blocks, please. We apologise for any delay, but we seem to have a couple of gremlins in the system that don't seem to want to let us get on with today's proceedings. Just an announcement for anybody that may want to watch on the live feed. Apparently we've no commentary on the World Wide Web. We've got visuals, but we have no commentary apart from what we seem to be picking up in the centre.
Talking about Blackpool before during the last week. Something's picked up on the internet.
No?
No. Okay, because the microphone's on there.
Well, that says standby,
Right,
so it's not even recording.
okay, that's what I don't
No, but it's
But we
coming out of
talk
it.
about Blackpool.
No, that's
We
okay.
talk
We're
about
just
Preston, though.
trying to find out.
We talk a lot about Preston.
No, hold on, it's not complaining. We're just trying to find out the technical.
So we were talking a lot about Preston.
Just trying to find out where the technical
I think the only thing that was said about Blackpool was Blackpool was on TV.
we've got bank consultants on the camera. Everything is also the only one on red.
In the portion of the street.
No, it's somebody said they can't hear the commentary because people talking about that. Yeah, so I've moved it away, and that's That's all right. It won't be like
Sorry about that small technical issue. I think we're all up and running. And so in this week number 2 we've got Prescott in lane 1, Pioneer 79 in 2, City of Manchester A in 3, City of Liverpool in 4, Oldham Aquatics in lane number 5, Preston A in lane number 6, Wigan Best in lane number 7, and in lane number 8 we've got Warrington Warriors. So far we've got Daniel Clark. He's for Prescott on the first leg. Ben Martin for Pioneer. Nathan Bennett. City of Manchester. Jack Graham for Liverpool. Joe McHugh. And going in for Prescott on leg 2. Alex Dunn from Prescott. Thomas Gilroy for Pioneer. Robert Cowley for City of Manchester. Liam Carling for City of Liverpool. Alexander Richardson for Oldham Aquatics. Keenan Young for Preston. And we've got Matthew Sylvester for Wigan Best and Matthew Donville for Warrington Warriors. It's our City of Manchester that's got this slight lead. But down here, Matthew Donville from Warrington Warriors looks as though he might. They do. Warrington Warriors take the touch on that one, and he's Matthew Donville hands over to Adam Poole. He's over Prescott. We've got Cameron Dunk on leg 3 from Aaron Bostock, Pioneer 79. Matthew Evans for City of Manchester. Kieran Hennessy for City of Liverpool. He's on the 3rd leg. Chris Wayne from Oldham Aquatics. George Robinson from Preston. Harley Benjes from Wigan Best. And as we said, Adam Poole taking over from Matthew Donville. But it's our City of Manchester. Matthew Evans, who's now got coming into this last 5 metres. He's going to hand over to Jared Armstrong. In 2nd place, Adam Poole. And in 3rd place is Matthew Pomford. He's on the last leg for the City of Liverpool. But it's Jared Armstrong turning in 3:05.46. Coming into the last 25. It's going to be Jared Armstrong, but it's going to be a close race between Alex Watkinson and Matthew Pomford. It's Matthew Pomford. And wait for confirmation of that result. As it says, it's Alex Watkinson that took 2nd. Just as we wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation. So that brings us to the end of the relays for this morning. Our next event is event 103, which is the girls 15 years and over 200 metres backstroke. There are 4 heats. And we start with heat number 1. And so as we get this heat number 1 underway, in this ladies 200 metres backstroke. In lane number 3 we've got Chloe Foster from Satellite. Lane 4, we've got Olivia Nichols from Pioneer 79. And in lane number 5 we've got Abigail Toll from the city of Liverpool. This is always going to be a very close race. Entry times, Chloe Foster 2:31.90. Olivia Nichols in at 2:31 flat. And Abigail Toll 2:31.84. So just a second that separates our 3 ladies. And as we come into the 100-metre turn, at halfway, it's Olivia Nichols, 1:12.85 from Abigail Toll. And then just 5 metres back, Chloe Foster from Satellite. The youngest of our 3 swimmers, Olivia Nichols, 17. Abby, 16. Chloe, 15. As we come up to 150, into the last 5 metres, into the turn, it's going to be Abigail Toll turning first, just marginally, 0.3 of a second from Olivia. An interesting battle. And down this last 50. It looks as though Abby's just able to maintain this lead, just going away slightly. Looks as though Olivia just started to fade, but it's now out to a body length. And as we come into the last 5 metres, it's going to be Abigail Toll from Liverpool, 2:31.27. From Olivia, 2:32.83. Chloe, 2:35.39. And just wait for the confirmation of that results. And there we have it. Heat number 2.
Yeah, into the 2 doorways, studio and the
And so we go down this first 50. And in lane number 1 we've got Anna Duncan from Bevington. Lane number 2, Isabel Cockram from Pioneer 79. Lane 3, Alexander Livingston from Carnforth. Lane 4, Kate Butler from Stockport Metro. In lane 5, Matty J. Oliver, City of Liverpool. Lane 6, Emma Jones from the City of Salford. And in lane 7, Alexander Carr from Blackpool Aquatics. And it's Kate Butler that's just got a body length lead over the rest of our other swimmers. And she comes into halfway, turning first. 1:08.86 from Matty J. Oliver. And Alexander Livingston in 3rd place. But it's Matty J that's just starting to come back on it. Others, lane 3 and lane 6. very, very even. Emma Jones and Alexander Livingston. And we're coming into the 150 turn. It's going to be Kate Butler that's going to turn first from Matty J. Oliver. And Alexander Livingston just maintaining that third place, although it's very, very close. Isabel Cockram, she's turning in fourth. That's how close it is. And it looks as though Isabel Cockram in lane number 2 is starting to come back and coming through into that third place. But it's going to be Kate Butler who's going to touch first from Matty J. Oliver, and Isabel Cockram looks as though she's going to get. I'll wait for the confirmation of the results. But I think it was Kate Butler, it was definitely Kate Butler that touched first from Matty J. Oliver, and Isabel Cockram in third place. But we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. It looks as though our gremlins are still at work. And then we have the confirmation of that result. Yes, it was Kate Butler from Matty J. Oliver and Isabel Cockram in third place. And we move on to heat number 2. 3. And so in this heat number 3, we've got Mia Smith from Southport in lane number 1, Eleanor Nansen from Cockermouth in lane number 2, Elizabeth Wafer from Preston in 3, Emma Rawson from Stockport Metro in lane number 4, Charlotte Nesta from Wigan Best in lane number 5, Hannah Kelsall, City of Liverpool in lane number 6, Chloe Cotton from Preston in lane number 7, and Caitlin Brannan from Wirral Metro in lane number 8. And then it's lane number 4, Emma Rawson from Stockport Metro, who has a very, very slender lead over Elizabeth Wafer and Charlotte Nesta, and she's going to come into halfway first. 109.32 from Elizabeth Wafer and Charlotte Nesta, third place. And lane number 6, Hannah Kelsall is just starting to come back. And as we go through 125, it's now looking as though it's very even right the way across these 4 lanes. And even our lane number 7, Chloe Cotton, is starting to make inroads into our other swimmers. So it's going to be very interesting coming down this last 50. And it looks as though it's Emma Rawson that had the better of the turn from Lizzie Wafer. Lindsay Wade is just starting to come back at it. Into the last 15 metres. It's going to be very, very close. And is Emma going to hang on under the flags? She is. She's going to get the touch from Lizzie Wafer. And Hannah Kelsall coming through into third place. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And so in this last heat, in lane number 1 we've got Molly Gordon from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2, Isabel Burton from Winsford. Lane 3, Nicola Capstick from Ulverston. Lane 4, Caitlin Bergen from Stockport Metro. Lane 5, Tori Sock from Wirral Metro. Lane 6, Josie Carroll from Southport. Lane 7, Emily Riddick from Winsford. And a teammate, Alyssa Blackshaw, in lane number 8. And as we go through the first 50, it's Caitlin Bergen, 32.7 from Tori Sock. And it's Caitlin just starting to edge out down this second 50. Very good second 50. Very, very powerful. And coming into the turn, she's going to turn at halfway in first place, 107.21 from Tori Sock. And Nicola Capstick but Caitlin is starting to extend the lead. It's now going out to roughly about 4 metres and going out all the time as she goes through 150. She's got a 5 metre lead now over Tori Sock. Nicola Capstick just maintaining that third place, but only just from Emily Riddick down here in lane number 7. It's going to be Caitlin Bergen. And she touches any time now. 2:18.79. Very, very strong swim from Tori Sock and Nicola Capstick. We'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have it. And that brings us to the end of event 103. Our next event is event 104, which is the boys 15 years and over 100 metres butterfly. There are 5 heats. Heat number 1. And in this heat number 1, in lane number 2, we've got Joseph Niven from Southport. And Thomas Dugdale from Carnforth in lane number 3. Lane number 4, Cameron Frame from City of Manchester. Lane number 5, Alexander Law from Winsford. Lane number 6, James Morrison from Bolton Metro. And in lane number 7, Ewan Wilson from the City of Salford. So it's James Morrison from Thomas Dugdale. But down here, Ewan Wilson in lane number 7 is coming through into the last 5 metres. It's going to be Ewan Wilson from James Morrison. Then Thomas Dugdale in 3rd place, but we'll wait for the confirmation of the results. And there we have it. Heat number 2. And so in this heat number 2, in lane number 1, we've got Ryan Wheeler from Winsford. Lane number 2, Connor Harwood from Wirral Metro. Lane number 3 is Harrison Brown, Stockport Metro. Lane 4, Sean Quinn, City of Liverpool. Lane 5, Thomas Broadfoot from the City of Manchester. Lane 6, Harley Benjes from Wigan Best. Lane 7, Kieran Hennessy, City of Liverpool. And in lane 8, Daniel Austin from the City of Salford. As we come down this second 50, it's Thomas Broadfoot from Sean Quinn. Actually, it's Thomas Broadfoot from Daniel Austin from Sean Quinn. And as we come into the last 5 metres, Thomas Broadfoot from Daniel Austin, Sean Quinn, 3rd place, Harrison Brown. In equal 4th place with Harley Benjes. Now wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have it. Heat number 3. And so in lane number 1, we've got Aaron Fox from Bennington. Lane number 2, Michael Goodby from Crewe Flyers. Lane number 3, Alex Watkinson from Warrington Warriors. Lane 4, Jordan Gaskell from Winsford. Lane 5, Jake Faby from Carlisle Aquatics. Lane 6, Harry Pilkington from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 7, Adam Poole from Warrington Warriors. And in lane 8, Adam Blackshaw. It is Jake Faby from Carlisle Aquatics, who turns in first, but it looks as though Jordan Gaskell is starting to come through, and it is going to be Jordan Gaskell into the last 5 metres, increases his stroke rate, good touch, 58.24 from Jake Faby, 58.71. And Alex Watkinson, 1 minute dead. And now we have the confirmation of that result. And we move on to heat number 4.
Why is that? You can't go.
I'm usually up here doing all the stuff.
And in lane number 1 we've got Tom Robinson from Ulverston. Lane 2, Aidan Griffiths, City of Manchester. Lane 3, Ewan McCammon from Pioneer 79. Lane 4, Robert Hamer from Preston. Lane 5, Samuel Goldrick, City of Manchester. Lane 6, Neil Wiley from Prescott. Lane 7, Will Camden from City of Salford. And in lane 8, Matthew Pomfret from the City of Liverpool. And it's lane number 5, Samuel Goldrick, who's just got a marginal lead over Hayden Griffiths down there in lane number 2 with Ewan McCammon. Samuel Goldrick first, Ewan McCammon second, Hayden Griffiths in 3rd place, but we'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation, heat number 5. And in lane number 1, Nathan Lowe, City of Salford. Lane number 2, Connor Joyce from Cockermouth. Lane number 3, Joshua Lambert from Burnley Bobcats. Lane number 4, Alistair Stout, City of Manchester. Matthew George from the City of Salford is in lane number 5, and Brodie Hewison from the Isle of Man is in lane number 6. Jacob Lee from Southport in 7. And down here Marcus Day from the City of Salford, down here in lane number 8. And it's Alistair Stout that might just have the edge over Matthew George. It's going to be very, very close. It's Alistair Stout from Brodie Hewison and Matthew George. And wait for the confirmation of that result.
Announce the finals. I can't hear them in this room. Can you just give me a quick time so I know what time spot on the controller sheet, please?
And there we have the confirmation of that result, and that brings us to the end of event 104. Our next event is event 105, the girls 15 years and over, 50 metres butterfly. There are 10 heats. Heat number 1.
Tell me that you've announced them. So I know that they've only got 15 minutes from that time, because I can't hear you announcing it in this room.
Yeah, but these are just maybe it's that. We can do them when we've got a bit more time. But yeah, just
And so as we get this first heat underway, we've got Abigail Rylance from the City of Manchester in lane number 3, Rachel Bradshaw, Crew Flyers in lane 4, Hannah Proctor from Clitheroe in 5. And the first heat of this 50 butterfly. And as we come into the last 5 metres, it looks as though it's going to be Abigail Rylance. She gets it, 31.15 from Hannah Proctor and Rachel Bradshaw. Heat number 2. And so we just announced the finalists for the girls 15 years and over 200 metres backstroke final. 15 years age group, Alyssa Blackshaw from Winsford, Molly Gordon from Blackpool Aquatics, Alexander Carr from Blackpool Aquatics, Kate Buckler from Stockport Metro, Elizabeth Wafer from Preston, Josie Carroll from Southport, and Chloe Foster from Satellite. And they're the finalists for the 15 years age group of the girls 200 metres, 15 years and over 200 metres backstroke. And as we come into the finish, it's Ruby Jones and Georgia Bell, Alyssa Gornall, and there we have the confirmation of the result. Heat number 3.
It's like as soon as you've done that, it's like finished.
Got the finalists for event 103, the girls 15 and over 200 backstroke in the 16-year-old age group. In lane 1, Chloe Cotton of Preston. Lane 2, Abigail Towles, City of Liverpool. Lane 3, Nicola Capstick, Ulverston. 4, Caitlin Bergen, Stockport Metro. Lane 5, Charlotte Nestor, Wigan Best. Lane 6, Alexandra Livingston, Carnforth. Lane 7, Emily Riddick, Winsford, and Lane 8, Emma Jones, City Salford. The reservists are Mia Smith, Southport, and Caitlin Brannan, Wirral Metro.
And in lane, it looks as though it's Abigail Harrop. He's got the touch, 31.20 from Ruby Hearn, Liverpool, City of Liverpool. In lane number 6, I'll wait for the confirmation of the results.
Just wait for the confirmation of the result.
And there we have the confirmation of that result. Heat number 4.
And in event 103, the finalists in the girls 200 backstroke 17-year-old age group. Olivia Nichols, Pioneer 79, Isabel Cochrane, Pioneer 79, Hannah Kelsall, City Liverpool, Emma Rosen, Stockport Metro, Tori Sopp, Wirral Metro, Atea J. Oliver, City Liverpool, Anna Duncan, Bebbington, and Eleanor Nanton, Cockermouth. And the reserve finalist is Isabella Burton of Winsford.
And there we have the confirmation of the results for heat number 4. Heat number 5.
Just really, these medals on where they are, yeah.
Just wait for the confirmation of the result. There we have it. Heat number 5, heat number 6.
First medalists from this morning, event 101, the men's 14 to 16 400 freestyle team. In third place with City of Manchester A. In second place, City of Liverpool. And in first place in the men's 14 to 16 400 freestyle team was City of Salford A. In event 102, the men's 17 years and over 400 freestyle. In third place was Blackpool Aqua. In second place, Warrington Warriors. And in first place was City of Manchester A.
And that's the finish. We've got Emily Peck. Looks as though she's went finish first. And then we have the confirmation of the result for heat number 6. Heat number 7.
Some more finalists for you in event 104, the boys 15 and over 100 metres butterfly in the 15-year age group. Finalists are Ryan Wheeler of Winsford, Ewan Wilson, City of Salford, and Thomas Dugdale of Carnforth. In the 16-year-old age group, finalists are Joseph Niven of Southport, William Camden, City of Salford, Alex Watkinson, Warrington Warriors, Harrison Brown, Stockport Metro, Aaron Fox of Bebington, and Marcus Day, City of Salford. In these.
And we wait for the confirmation of the result for heat number 7. And there we have the confirmation. Ruth McEwen, 29.42, heat number 8.
And final set of finalists for event 104, the 17-year-old age group in the 100 metres fly. Jake Faby, Carlisle, Jordan Gaskill, Winsford, Brodie Hewson, Isle of Man, Alistair Stout, City of Manchester, Samuel Goldrick, City of Manchester, Matthew George, City of Salford, Jacob Lear, Southport, and Thomas Broadfoot, City of Manchester. Reserve finalists are Ewan McCavitt, Pioneer 79, and Joshua Lambert, Burnley Bobcats.
And it looks as though Jessica Calderbank got that one. Yes, 28.56. And there we have the confirmation of the result for heat number 8, heat number 9.
You done? Time on it. 10:40. 10:40.
And just to mention to our team managers, head coaches, that you have 15 minutes from the announcement of our finalists to withdraw any of your swimmers. So you have 15 minutes to withdraw any of your swimmers as of now. And it's Charlotte Taylor. And it looks as though she's got it from Caitlin Bergen. She has 29.19. And then we have the confirmation of the results for heat number 9. And we move on to our last heat, heat number 10. So in this last heat, we've got Emily Lawrence in lane number 1 for Preston, Ruby Burns from Satellite in 2, Deanna Bennett, City of Manchester in 3, Kira Standing from Stockport Metro in 4, and a teammate Rebecca Pearson in lane number 5, Kazia Whittaker from the Isle of Man in 6, Emma Whittingham from Southport in 7, and Lauren Zera from the City of Manchester in lane number 8. But it's Kira Standing, 28.31. She looks as though she's got it from Ruby Burns. And Rebecca Pearson in 3rd place, and there we have the confirmation of that result. And that brings us to the end of event 105. Our next event, 106, is the boys 15 years and over 50 metres backstroke. There are 9 heats. Heat number 1. And so as we get this first heat underway, we've got Harry Pope from the City of Liverpool. He's in lane number 2, Carl McKenna. Leyland Barracudas in lane number 3, William Fidalgo Hull from Cockermouth in 4, and his teammate Luke Jackson in lane number 5, and Joshua Howler from Blackpool Aquatics in lane number 6. And it's William Fidalgo Hood from Cockermouth, 30.83 from Luke Jackson, his teammate. And there we have confirmation of that result. Heat number 2. Second session.
So that's 3 o'clock. We're starting at 3:15. 3 o'clock.
Girls at 2 o'clock.
Girls at 2 o'clock, so we're starting at 3 then.
You're doing a good job there, lad.
And in this heat number 2, we've got Thomas Duxbury from Bolton Metro in lane number 1, Alex Thompson from City of Liverpool in 3. In 2, Alex Hadley from Aquabears in 3, Cameron Lamb from Bolton Metro in 4, William Murray from Winsford in 5, Luca Tomasello from City of Manchester in 6, his teammate Jay Gibson in 7, and Jack Dixon from Workington in lane number 8. And it's Alex Thompson from Cameron Lamb, who had the worst start, but has come through into 2nd place. And there we have confirmation of that result. Heat number 3.
Have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.
And so in this heat 3 we've got Ben Gibbs from Chorley Marlins, Jack Huddart from Burnley Bobcats, Ben Smith from City of Manchester in 3, Stuart Eastwood from Crewe Players in 4, Luke Nedstead from Prescott in 5, Cameron Frame from City of Manchester in 6, Marcus Cook from Crewe Players in 7, Lewis Hunter from Stockport Metro in lane number 8. And as we come into the finish, it's Ben Smith and Cameron Frame, Marcus Cook. Not quite got under the 30-second mark just yet. Well, we've got 9 heats. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have it. And heat number 4. Lane number 1, we've got Nicholas Law, he's from Winsford. Lane number 2, Nathan Young from the City of Liverpool. Ryan Rimmer from Crewe Players in 3, Billy Moore from Stockport Metro in 4, Ethan Jones from Winsford in 5, James Petner, Wirral Metro in 6, Nathaniel Stevens from Southport in 7, and Joseph Rees from Stockport Metro in lane number 8. And James Petner, 31.6 from Joseph Rees down here in lane number 8. Ethan Jones, and there we have the confirmation of that results. Heat number 5. And in this heat number 5 we've got Pete Allen from the Isle of Man, Adam Blackshaw from Winsford in lane number 2, Joshua Turner from Ulverston in 3, Aaron Fox from Birmingham in 4, Alexander Morley from the City of Salford in 5, Jack Hardman from Pioneer in 6, Jack Roberts from the City of Liverpool in 7, and his teammate Kieran Hennessy in lane number 8. And it's Joshua Turner who finally breaks that 30 seconds barrier. 29.84, good swim. And then we have confirmation of that result. Alexander Morley in 2nd, Jack Roberts in 3rd. Heat number 6. And in lane number 1 we've got Dylan Van Hoof from the City of Salford, Reese Ashton from Horwich in lane number 2, Nolan Greening from Cockermouth in 3, Ben Turland from Pioneer 79 in 4, Nathan Watson, Cockermouth in 5, Alexander Law from Winsford in 6, Sam Taylor, City of Manchester in 7, and Alexander Nicholson from Cockermouth in lane number 8. And as we come into the finish, it's Ron Greening, 29.36 from Nathan Watson and Reese Ashton. And then we have the confirmation of that result. Moving on to heat number 7. as we get this heat number 7 underway. In lane number 1, Alex Watkinson from the Warrington Warriors. Lane number 2, Liam Carling from City of Liverpool. Lane number 3, Owen Miniken, also from City of Liverpool. Lane 4, Billy Dewhurst, Preston. Neil Wiley from Prescott. In lane number 5, Zach Fielding from Crew Flyers. In 6, Connor Joyce from Cockermouth. In number 7, Jake Baby from Carlisle Aquatics in lane number 8. And it's Neil Wiley, 28.29. Good swim by him. From Billy Dewhurst, 28.62. Zach Fielding. And just wait for the confirmation of that result. And then we have the confirmation of heat number 7. Moving on to heat number 8.
You did, mate.
Not so bad.
Good.
And so in heat number 8, we've got in lane 1 Solomon Marr from the City of Manchester, from Declan Hall, William Best in lane number 2. Lane number 3, Nathan Lowe from the City of Salford. Lane 4, Thomas Gilroy from Pioneer 79. Lane 5, Jack Shillinglaw from Wirral Metro. Daniel Clark from Prescott in lane 6. Marcus Day, City of Salford in 7. And Tom Robinson from Ulverston. And it's Jack Shillinglaw who takes it, 27.17. From Thomas Gilroy, Nathan Lowe. And we have the confirmation of that result. And moving on to our last heat, heat number 9. And in this final heat, we've got Reece Cambridge Hughes from Trafford Metro in 1, Will Camden from City of Salford in 2, Anthony Wood from Blackpool in 3, Anthony Everts from City of Liverpool in 4, Matthew Pomford, City of Liverpool in 5, Brody Hewison, Ireland 6, Aaron Bostock, Pioneer 79 in 7, and Matthew Evans from the City of Manchester. And it's Anthony Everts, 27.02. Good swim by him. From Matthew Pomford, Matthew Evans. We'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation of that result. And that brings us to the end of event 106. The next event is event 107. The girls 15 years and over, 200 metres breaststroke. There are 6 heats. Heat number 1.
I'll do this again.
And so as we get this heat number 1 underway, and we have in lane number 2, Eve Doodson from Cockermouth. In lane number 3, Katie Jones from Blackpool Aquatics. In lane number 4, Alice Whiten from Wirral Metro. Lane number 5, Katie Adkins from Southport. And in lane number 6, Jessica Scholl from the Warrington Warriors. And as we go down the first 50, it looks as though it's going to be Katie Jones, 39.29, turning first, from Eve Doodson. Jessica Scholl, in third place, but it's still very, very even.
And just some more finalists for you. Event 105, the girls 15 years and over, 50 metres fly. In the 15-year-old age group, the finalists are as follows: Charlotte Hume, City of Manchester; Elizabeth Woodcock, Preston; Rebecca Pearson, Stockport Metro; Ruby Burns, Satellite; Lucy Hardy, City of Liverpool; Holly White, City of Liverpool; Olivia Marshall, Isle of Man; and Abby Jones, Southport. Reserve finalists are Ruby Jones, Stockport Metro; and Simone Ellison of Pioneer 79. In the 16-year age group, the finalists are Emily Lawrence, Preston; Lauren Coley, Cockermouth; Emily Peck, Lancaster; Kezia Whitaker, Isle of Man; Caitlin Bergen, Stockport Metro; Chloe Cottam, Preston; Scarlett Peacock, Stockport Metro; Leah Williams, Pioneer 79, and the reserve finalists are Martha Smith, Clitheroe; and Katie Richardson, Oldham Aqua. In the 17-year-old age group, the finalists are Emily Keys, City of Salford; Ruth McEwen, Barrow; Molly Roadhouse, City of Manchester; Kira Standing, Stockport Metro; Jessica Calderbank, Oldham Aqua; Charlotte Taylor, Satellite; Rhiannon Bennett, City of Manchester; and Tori Sott, Wirral Metro, with the reserve finalists Emily Spencer, City of Liverpool; and Naim Vilja of Southport.
It's always what's it?
Yeah, boss. All right. Just box comment.
Yeah.
And as we come into this last 5 metres, it looks as though it's going to be Eve Dootson. She's going to touch first from Casey Jones. Jessica Scholl in third. Katie Atkins. Looks as though she was in fourth. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation of that result. We're moving on to heat number 2. And so in this heat number 2, in lane number 1, we've got Anna Marcantoni from the Isle of Man. Lane number 2, Emma Blair from Aquabears. Lane number 3, Victoria Hill from Southport. Lane number 4, Emily Dobbin from Bebington. Lane 5, Anna Dutton from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 6, Isabel Forrest from Pioneer 79. Lane 7, Emma Dixon from the City of Manchester. And in lane number 8, Isabel Watterson from the Isle of Man. And as we come into the turn, it's Isabel Forrest turning from Emma Blair. And not much in it. A couple of tenths of a second. So Emma Blair. As we're going through 75 metres. It looks as though it's Emma Blair that's just starting to come through on Isabel Forrest. It's very, very even. And it's Emma Dixon as well in lane number 7. These three, we're looking at 2 tenths of a second between first 3. And it looks as though it's Emma Dixon from the City of Manchester that had the better turn. And she's come out down into 125 metres, and she looks as though she's going to start to lead
Just a reminder to team coaches and team managers, any withdrawals for event 105, the girls 50 metre butterfly finalists, please. Withdrawals by 11:20, please. Thank you.
And so as we go into the 150 turn, it looks as though it's going to be Emma Dixon. She's going to turn first, 2:06.23 from Emma Blair. Still maintaining a good rhythm over there in lane number 2. But Isabel Forrest and Elizabeth in lane 6 is just maintaining. Emma Blair is fighting back, but Emma Dixon is just hanging on to this lead. And looks as though it's just by a stroke more than anything. And as we go under the flags, she is the strongest of the 3. Emma Dixon's going to touch first. From Emma Blair and Isabel Forrest. 2:49.81 for Emma Dixon. Good swim. We'll just wait for the confirmation of that result for heat number 2. Heat number 3. And in this heat number 3, over there in lane number 1, we've got Hannah Proctor from Clitheroe. And lane number 2, Abby Winstanley from Workington. Lane number 3, Georgia Heitner from Wirral Metro. Natasha Profit from Satellite in lane number 4. Josephine Stevens from City of Salford in lane number 5. Charlotte Dunn, Pioneer 79 in lane number 6. Neve Billington Sayer, Wirral Metro in 7. And Neve Knowles from Bolton Metro in lane number 8. And as we go through the first 50, Georgia Heitner, she turns first. And while we're doing it, while we're coming on this next 50, we have some finalists for the boys 50 metres backstroke.
Boys 50 metres backstroke in the 15-year-old age group. We've got Luke Jackson from Cockermouth, William Fidalgo Hull of Cockermouth, Ethan Jones, Winsford, Round Greening, Cockermouth, Alexander Morley, City of Salford, Alex Thompson, City of Liverpool, Thomas Duxbury, Bolton Metro, and Louis Hunter, Stockport Metro. Reserved finalists in the 15-year-old age group are Carl McKenna, Leyland Barracudas, and Luca Tomasello, City of Manchester. In the 16-year-old age group, the finalists are Joshua Turner, Ulverston, Reese Cavendish Hughes, Trafford Metro, Alex Watkinson, Warrington Warriors, Billy Dewhurst, Preston, William Camden, City of Salford, Marcus Day, City of Salford, Owen Minican, City of Liverpool, and Alexander Nicholson, Cockermouth. Reserve finalists in the 16-year-old age group are James Petner, Wirral Metro, and Jack Roberts, City of Liverpool. And in the 17-year-old age group, for the boys 50 metres backstroke, the finalists are Daniel Clark of Prescott, Nathan Lowe, City of Salford, Thomas Gilroy, Pioneer 79, Anthony Evans, City of Liverpool, Jack Shillinglaw, Wirral Metro, Matthew Pomford, City of Liverpool, Neil Wiley, Prescott, and Declan Hall, Wigan Best. Reserve finalists in the 17-year-old age group are Zach Fielding, Crewe Flyers, and Matthew Evans, City of Manchester. Just a reminder to team managers and coaches, withdrawals for this event by 11:25, please.
As we come into the last 5 metres, there's Georgia Heitner. She's going to touch first from Abby Winstanley. And
Well
Josephine Stevens in third place. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have it. Heat number 4. And so in lane number 1, we've got Hannah Edwards from Carnforth, Charlotte Hume from the City of Manchester in lane number 2, Caitlin Shingler from Warrington Warriors in lane number 3, Katie Roadhouse from Stockport Metro in 4, Rusha Mondal from City of Manchester in 5, Stephanie Brew from the Isle of Man in 6, and Bridie Franey, Stockport Metro in lane number 7, and Grace Casera McDonough from Bebington in down here in lane number 8. And it looks as though it's Stephanie Brew in lane number 6, who's just got an edge over Charlotte Hume and Caitlin Shingler in lanes 2 and 3. Caitlin, 15 years, as well as Charlotte Hume, 2 15-year-olds. Charlotte 2:43.90 entry time, 2:41.50 for Caitlin. So a halfway, Stephanie Brew, 1:19, turning first. She's just managed to maintain it, but it looks as though Charlotte didn't have the best of turns on that one. And it's Rusha Mondal, lane number 5, that's starting to come back on Stephanie Brew as we come up to the 150 turn. It looks as though it's going to be Rusha Mondal. It might turn first. It isn't, it's Stephanie Brew, but only by 1900ths of a second. But on the turn, as we come through 175, it's Rusha Mondal, who's just starting to come through. Increasing the stroke rate, just starting to pull away now from Stephanie, with Caitlin in third, and at the touch, Rusha Mondal, 2:43.30 from Stephanie Brew, 2:44.45, and Caitlin Shingler, 2:45.81. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation of heat number 4, heat number 5. And it's Leah Williams down here in lane number 8. Broke first. And she's from Pioneer 79. Lane 7, Rebecca Pearson from Stockport Metro. Lane 6, Chelsea Crabtree from City of Salford. Lane 5, Hannah Sheehan from Wigan Best. Lane 4, Grace Gidman Wirral Metro. Lane 3, Shannon Campbell from Warrington Warriors. Lane 2, Kira Henley from Stockport Metro. And in lane number 1, we've got Rachel Thompson from Southport. It's lane 4 and 5, centre lanes, that seem to be just edging away from other swimmers in lanes 3 and 6. So Grace Gidman and Hannah Sheehan. I think it's going to be Hannah Sheehan from Wigan Best. 1:18.06 turns first at halfway. There's Grace Gidman, who turns second. From Chelsea Crabtree and Shannon Campbell. And these four are just edging away from the rest of the swimmers. And coming into the 150 turn, it's Grace Gidman from Hannah Sheehan, Shannon Campbell and Chelsea Crabtree. We're coming into the last 25 metres. There is a good battle between Grace and Hannah. Neither is giving up, letting the other one take the advantage. But as we come under the 5 metres to go, it looks as though it's going to be Hannah Sheehan that's going to at the edge. It's the opposite way round, but it's 400ths of a second. Grace Gidman from Hannah Sheehan with Shannon Campbell and then Chelsea Crabtree. Very, very close race there. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of that heat, number 5. And there we go, we have the confirmation. Heat number 6. And so as we get this final heat underway, in lane number 1 we've got Ellie Ward from Pioneer 79. Lane number 2, Charlotte Nestor from Wigan Best. In lane number 3, Denisa Elena Kogu from City of Manchester. Lane 4, Anna Doherty from Bolton Metro. Lane 5, Miranda Bauer from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 6, Victoria Dawson from Southport. Lane 7, Emily Lawrence from Preston. And in lane number 8, from the City of Manchester down here in lane number 8, we've got Katie Cherry. But it's Denisa in lane number 3 that's just leading the way from what can only be described as lanes 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6, all chasing at our heels. As we come through halfway, 100 metre turn, it's Denisa turning first, 1:16.70 from Victoria Dawson. As Anna Doherty, Miranda Bauer, Victoria Dawson start to edge back on Denisa. It's going to be who's going to have the best turn at 150. She's still managing to maintain this slender lead as she has done throughout this heat. And she turns in 1:58.35 from Miranda Bauer, 1:59.53. But Miranda Bauer is starting to come back at her. Miranda is just starting to lengthen that stroke with a long, long glide as she pushes through the water. Into the last 15, she just starts to go out in front. Long, long glide into the last 5 meters. It's going to be Miranda Bauer from Denisa, who's going to get the 3rd place. It's Victoria Dawson from Anna Doherty. And as we wait for the confirmation of the results, and there we have it. That brings us to the end of the women's 15 years and over 200 metres breaststroke. Our next event is event 108, the boys 15 years and over 200 metres freestyle. There are 6 heats. Heat number 1. And in lane number 2, we've got Jack Sheffield from the city of Salford. And lane number 3, Henry Oliver from Winsford. Lane 4, Ewan Wilson from the city of Salford. Lane 5, Jay Dennett, also from the city of Salford. And Jack Morris from Bolton Metro in lane number 6. And it's Jack Morris.
I've got a swimmer in lane 7 and looking on the sheet. Can somebody tell us who it is?
We seem to have some confusion that we have a swimmer in lane 7. Who's out in the lead, but we don't know who it is. So even though we're showing Ewan Wilson from the city of Salford turning in first, our leader at the minute is in lane 7. As soon as we get to know who it is, but it's Henry Oliver. No, it's Ewan Wilson, sorry, who's coming through. In lane 4, he finishes first, 2:03.84. From our anonymous swimmer in lane number 7 from the city of Manchester. And as soon as we get confirmation of the result on our mystery swimmer, we'll let you know. So moving on to heat number 2. And so in this heat number 2, we have in lane number 1 Ben Smith from City of Manchester. Lane 2, Ryan Wheeler from Winsford. Lane 3, Bradley Astles from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 4, Benjamin Winterburn from Camforth. Lane 5, Alexander Richardson from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 6, Nathan Watson from Cockermouth. Lane 7, Joel Donald from Stockport. And in lane 8, Luke Jackson from Cockermouth. But it's Benjamin Winterburn turning first at the first 50. He just has half a body over our lane 6, lane 5 and lane 3 swimmers. So it's Benjamin Winterburn from Alexander Richardson and Nathan Watson, Cockermouth in lane number 6. And it's Benjamin Winterburn turning first, 1:32.02 from Bradley Astles in lane 3. But it's very, very even between these 4 swimmers. It still looks as though it's Nathan Watson who's got the edge. But as we go through into the last 15, lane 3, Bradley Astles into the last 5. Is he going to get this? He does, 2:03.67. And I know for a fact that's a personal best for him. From Nathan Watson. And Alexander Richardson. Wait for the confirmation. There we have the confirmation of that result. Heat number 3. And so in this heat number 3, we've got in lane number 1, Michael Goodby from Crew Flyers, Ewan McMurky from the Isle of Man in 2, Joshua Lambert from Burnley Bobcats in 3, Thomas Mackey, also from Burnley Bobcats in 4, Thomas Manning from Blackpool. In 5, Nicholas Law from Winsford in 6, Alexander Law from Winsford in 7, and Nathan Young from the City of Liverpool in lane number 8. And it's Nicholas Law who's just got the edge over Thomas Mackey. He's turning first with Thomas in 2nd, Joshua Lambert in 3rd. As we come into the last 25. It's still Nicholas Law hanging on to a very, very slender lead, but coming through is Joshua Lambert in lane number 3. It's going to be Nicholas Law that hangs on to that lead from Thomas Mackey. And Joshua Lambert in 3rd place.
most of those finals will be all two events. So we have the girls two. Yeah, we have the girls two.
And so in this heat number 4, we've got George Robinson from Preston. In lane number 1, Jared Armstrong from City of Manchester in 2. Harley Benjes from Wigan Best in 3. Declan Hall, also from Wigan Best in 4. Scott Proven, City of Salford in 5. Liam Carling from City of Liverpool in 6. Matthew Sylvester from Wigan Best in 7. And Ben Turland from Pioneer 79 in lane number 8. As we go through the first turn at 50 metres, it's Declan Hall. He's just got a slight lead over Harley Benjes in lane number 3. As we come down into halfway,
got some more finalists for you. A finalist for the event 107, the girls 15 years and over 200 breaststroke. In the 15-year-old age group, Abby Winstanley, Workington, Emma Dixon, City of Manchester, Caitlin Shingler, Warrington Warriors, Grace Gidman, Wirral Metro, Victoria Dawson, Southport, Georgia Heiner, Wirral Metro, Charlotte Hume, City of Manchester, and Emma Blair, Aqua Bears, with the reserve finalists being Josephine Stevens, City of Salford, and Neem Billington Sayer, Wirral Metro. In the 16-year-old age group, the finalists are Ellie Ward of Pioneer 79, Rachel Thompson, Southport, Emily Lawrence, Preston, Hannah Sheehan, Wigan Best, Chelsea Crabtree, City of Salford, Kira Henley, Stockport Metro, Charlotte Nestor, Wigan Best, Hannah Edwards, Carnforth, and the reserve finalists in the 16-year-old age group are Leah Williams, Pioneer 79, and Charlotte Dunn, Pioneer 79. In the 7th.
As we come into the finish, Declan Hall from Harley Benjes and Jared Armstrong. We'll wait for the confirmation of that result. Very, very good time. 1:57. And then we have the confirmation of heat number 4. Heat number 5. And so in this heat number 5, we've got Solomon Marr from the City of Manchester in lane 1, James Morrison from Bolton Metro in 2, Elliot Pickford from Wirral Metro in 3, Matthew George from the City of Salford in 4, Ben Martin from Pioneer in 5, Aaron Bostock also from Pioneer 79 in 6, lane 7, Thomas Roberts from Halton, and in lane 8, Jordan Cooley from Cockermouth. And as we go through the first 50, it's Matthew George who turns first, but very, very even right the way across the pool. And just as we come into halfway, we've just had the finalists of the 17 years and over age group.
Finalists for the 17-year-old age group 200 girls breaststroke are Bridie Freeney, Stockport Metro, Stephanie Brew, Isle of Man, Russia Mondal, City of Manchester, Miranda Bauer, Burnley Bobcats, Lisa Eleni Gugo, City of Manchester, Anna Doughty, Bolton Metro, Shannon Campbell, Warrington Warriors, and Kate Roadhouse, Stockport Metro. Reserve finalists in the 17-year-old age group are Natasha Prophet, Satellite, and Katie Cherry, City of Manchester. Team managers reminded that withdrawals for the girls 15 and over 200 breaststroke by 11:50, please. That's withdrawals for the girls 15 and over 200 breaststroke finals by 11:50, please. Thank you.
And as we come into the last 15, it's Matthew George from the City of Salford. We've got a commanding lead, good 5 metres over Elliot Pickford. With Jordan Cooley from Cockermouth down here in lane number 8. Good swim by him, 2 minutes. I'll wait for the confirmation of the result. There we go. And we move on to our last heat, which is heat number 6. And as we get this final heat underway, in lane number 1 we've got Cameron Dunk from Prescott, Anthony Wood from Blackpool Aquatics in 2, Jack Bonsall also from Blackpool Aquatics in 3, Joshua Thompson in lane number 4, Matthew Evans, City of Manchester in 5, John Watterson, the Isle of Man in 6, Harry Pilkington from Burnley Bobcats in 7, and Jack Hardman, Pioneer 79, down here in lane number 8. And so as we come into the halfway turn, it's between Joel Watterson and Joshua Thompson. 56.22, 56.45, 0.2 of a second between these two swimmers. Joshua Thompson in lane 4 and Joel Watterson in lane number 6. The rest of our swimmers very even. Still these two battling it out in front, and they've got a good 5 metres now over the rest of the swimmers. The next swimmer in 3rd place, Jack Bonsall in lane number 3. It's going to be Joshua Thompson who's going to take the touch, half a body, 155 from 156. Joel Watterson 159. Now wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have it. And that brings us to the end of event 108. Our next event is event 109, which is the girls 15 years and over 400 metres freestyle. There are 5 heats. Heat number 1. Small technical issue with our scoreboard. We'll just wait for our referee. Heat number 1.
Prince had actually won the relay. The thing is, it was supposed to be the national it wasn't. He would have qualified for the national last year. He went to Rotterdam to try and sort of like, we went there just to sort of like celebrate time. I think he was just by the time like 5 seconds. So that was people in the top 25. And the lad, he beat him in the actual following sprint. Knocked him out of the top 25 by 200, not by 2 tenths of a second. And he was gutted. He went there to select the lad who beat him. Knocked him out of nationals. So actually, he wasn't supposed to go to nationals as well. He was, and he just said, well, that's the way it is, isn't it? Come here to train. I know, he trained for training. I did training. He wants to come here for training. He was all morning. Saturday, all morning, coming to Thursday. Saturday and Sunday. And Tuesday, 2 hours in the morning, 4 mornings a week. There's 2 hours on Tuesday, 2 hours Saturday, Sunday.
So what training is it?
Well,
Behind all the spots.
oh yeah.
Lily, if she wants to do more training, it's fine. She wants things like 4 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot.
Well, I was, I mean, let's say, we're up to 5, train to 6, 6 to 8 at late. And thought, let's say, do that, and then you what's it, you've got to work. And I teach you now, as well as coach weekends. Oh yeah, sometimes Thursday, I get up at 5, and I don't get home until 9 o'clock. So on Sunday, Thursday, teaching at 8:30, and then coaching until 7 o'clock. And all I ever got was Saturday morning, and I told them, that's in the end, I said, you know what? I mean, just give it up. So I was doing it on the money. Don't do the money. So I'm doing it. You really need to do all this. Get on with it.
And in this heat number 1, in lane number 2, Millie McCall. She's from Wirral Metro. In lane number 3, Scarlett Aspinall from Southport. Lane 4, Chloe Cotton from Preston. Lane 5, Alyssa Gonal from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 6, Emma Dixon, City of Manchester. And in lane 7, Gemma Croft from Oldham Aquatics. And we've got a race of 2 halves, really. We've got 3 out the front and 3 that are sort of a good 5-6 metres behind. So it's Scarlett Aspinall with Chloe Cotton in lane number 4. Scarlett's turning first from Emma Dixon, and then Chloe Cotton. As we come into the last 25 of this first heat of the ladies 400 free. It looks as though it's going to be Scarlett Aspinall. With that being said, in the last 5 metres, it's Emma Dixon, and she gets it. I was going to say it was going to be Scarlett, but looks as though she's going to hang on. But Emma Dixon first, 4:22.64, 4:42.64 from Scarlett Aspinall, 4:40. Can't get me words out. 4:42.81
And there we have the confirmation of that result. Heat number 2.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And just as we get this Heat 2 underway, I would like to say a belated happy birthday to Mrs. Woodcock, Lizzie Woodcock's mum. Apparently it was her birthday yesterday. She was 21 again. And looking very well for it. So many happy returns, many happy belated returns.
Hey!
Is it only taken this long?
It's only taken to the end of the session. Yeah.
There we go. We have technology.
And so, in this heat number 2, as we come down to the first 100-metre turn, in lane number 1, we've got Alicia Hogan from Bolton Metro. Lane number 2, Morgan Gaskell French from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 3, Jessica Miller from Preston. Lane 4, Georgia Williams from Winsford. Lane 5, Caelan Paulson from Penrith. Lane 6, Emily Riddick from Winsford. Lane 7, Emma Tabernacle from Preston. And in lane number 8, Caitlin Brannan from Wirral Metro. And even down into this first 150, it's very, very even, right the way across the pool. Just our lane 4 and 5 for Georgia Williams and Caitlin Paulson. And those two, it's Caitlin Brannan hiding down here in lane number 8, who turned first at the 150, who just has an edge over Georgia Williams, but it can only be a stroke length. It's not very, very big. And into the 5 metres at the halfway turn. It is Caitlin Brannan from Georgia Williams and Emma Tabernacle in 3rd place. It's going to be this second half. Who can maintain this pace? But it's still very, very even, especially the first 4 swimmers.
Go on, Jess! Push!
And into the 250 turn. Caitlin again turning first from Georgia Williams. And then Emily Riddick and Emma Tabernacle.
Come on, Jess! Go!
Bots.
Go, Jess!
Jessica Miller. On lane number 3.
Come on,
starting
Jess!
to come
Go!
back. So it's going to be Caitlin Brannan turning first, and then 4 swimmers all together. Give me a second, covering the first 4/5 places at the minute.
Come on, Jess!
And as we come into the 350 turn, Caitlin Brannan just looks as though she's etching out this lead now. A good 2 or 3 metres. But the next 4 swimmers, 4 5/10 of a second between the next 4 swimmers. And it's going to be touch and go. Who's going to get the second place? That's if Caitlin can hang on, and it looks as though she will do. Last 15. looks as though it might be Jessica Miller over there in lane 3. Into the last 5 is going to be Caitlin Brennan from Jessica Miller. Emma Tabernacle, 2 Preston swimmers, 2nd and 3rd. Good swim by them. Well done, ladies, and we wait for the confirmation of that result, and there we have it. Heat number 3. And so as we go down this first 50, there's nobody showing at all. Maybe it's Charlotte Kennedy from Stockport. Yeah, she does. She turns first, 30.73. But everybody else is very, very even. Ellie Dewsbury from Southport. She's in 2nd place. She's in lane number 8. Lane number 7, Chloe Quarton from City of Liverpool. Lane 6, Jessie Robson from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 5, Olivia Arms from Preston. Lane 4, Amelia McLaren from City of Salford. Lane 3, Charlotte Kennedy, Stockport Metro. Lane 2, Alyssa Blackshaw from Winsford. And in lane 1, Ruby Jones from Stockport Metro. But it's Charlotte Kennedy. She's just starting to edge away from Ellie Dewsbury down here in lane number 8. And just while we go through our 150 turn, we have the finalists for our boys 15 years and over 200 backstroke.
Just a correction on that, it's the boys 200 freestyle finalists are as follows. Event 108, 15-year-old age group. We have Jack Sheffield, City of Salford, Henry Oliver, Winsford, Jack Morris of Bolton Metro, Ewan Wilson, City of Salford, Luke Jackson, Cockermouth, Joel Donald, Stockport Metro, and Ryan Wheeler of Winsford. In the 200 freestyle boys 16-year age group, finalists are Scott Proven, City of Salford, Ben Smith, City of Manchester, Bradley Assels, Leyland Barracudas, Ben Turland, Pioneer 79, Benjamin Winterburn, Carnforth, Jay Dennett, City of Salford. And finally, in the 17-year-old age group, the finalists in the boys 200 freestyle are Jack Bonzel, Blackpool, Harley Bentigues, Wigan Best, Joel Waterson, Isle of Man, Joshua Thompson, Carnforth, Matthew George, City of Salford, Declan Hall, Wigan Best, Elliot Pickford, Wirral Metro, and Matthew Evans, City of Manchester. Reserve finalists for the 17-year-old age group are Jordan Coley, Cockermouth, and Aaron Bostock, Pioneer 79. Could we have, please, any withdrawals for the boys 200 freestyle by 12:15, please? Thank you very much.
Finalists 108 boys, 15-year-old, 200 freestyle announced that 11. Let's see, currently UK. Withdrawals by 12:15. Have you got that group? You like the dark added cell down there with no lights. Just checking everything seems to be running smoothly up here. We've also got all of the heats now on the screen. You need two though, don't you? This is really good. An expensive one for you, but I haven't done today's one.
We won't be paying it. Well, we need to pay also. Ah.
It's you, me.
I've seen it. This is the really annoying thing about
So what do you need for hours of work?
more than good.
By sale.
Yeah, a little bit of crop.
You on the tram?
No, not.
Gotta do this, haven't I?
It's alright, they've started now. Just let go of it.
Move on to heat number 4 of the girls 15 and over 400 freestyle. In lane number 1 we've got Maisie Johnson from Southport. Lane 2 Matea J. Oliver, City of Liverpool. In lane 3 Sydney Bairstow, Blackpool. In lane 4 Abby Jones of Southport. Lane 5 Abigail Relance, City of Manchester. 6 Alexandra Carr, Blackpool Aquarius. Lane 7 Imogen Bailey, Wigan Best. And in lane 8 we've got Anna Livermore, City of Manchester. Coming up to the first 100, it's pretty level amongst the first 4 or 5 lanes. We've got lane 2 there, turning in first place. That's Matea from Liverpool.
It's not all you got to do. All you got to do is just talk about what you see. Because the thing is, that's all you can do in it. And like, the thing is, I found the number of times that I've done it is actually not having to think you've got to say something.
Silence is important as well.
Yeah, it's just as important. It's just as important as actually commentating on the actual swim itself. Where's my seat? And so as we go through halfway, Matty J. Oliver turning first, 2:16. And she has a slender lead over Alexander Carr and Abigail Rylance, lane number 5. Sydney Bairstow in lane number 3. So it's Matty J. Oliver from Sydney Bairstow and Abigail Rylance. And Maisie Johnson over in lane 1. It's starting to make a move. She's just in the last 25 metres shortened her stroke, and it's caught on with Sydney Bairstow. She's turned in fourth. Can she maintain that progression? But as we go through, into the last 5 metres, Matty J. Oliver is just about going to hang on to her lead from Abigail Rylance, Sydney Bairstow, Maisie Johnson, who had that little bit of a surge. Seems as though she's just started to come back. But as the other two catch Matty J, she's coming with them. So Matty J. Oliver, lane 2. May finish first. She finishes first. 4:38.81 from Abigail Rylance. 4:39.14. Sydney Bairstow. 4:39.82. We'll just wait for the confirmation of that result.
I think I need to change my glasses.
And there we have the confirmation of that. Heat number 4, heat number 5.
We're in the final heat now. We've got no final scheduled.
No, we need to buzz them downstairs. Now you say that, the what's this on here? No. The actual sort of like event sheet. You know the actual. I brought one up. Not where it's gone. There it is. Yeah, on the back of here. Yeah. I know it's not ideal.
Just repeat that again for me. Basically, not still upstairs. Final schedule. We have a pause and break. Announce before the finals.
And so as we come down to halfway, in lane 1 we've got Hannah Kelsall, City of Liverpool. Lane 2, Megan Lever from Pioneer 79. Lane 3, Megan Sheard from Stockport Metro. Lane 4, Tori Sopp from Wirral Metro. Lane 5, Laura Boardman, City of Salford. Lane 6, Alex Fox from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 7, Holly White from City of Liverpool. And in lane 8, Alana Hedges from the City of Manchester. Well, it's Tori Sopp. Has probably got half a body's length. Lead over Megan Lever in lane number 3. Megan Sheard. in lane number 3. And these two are just starting to edge out. Over Laura Boardman, Alice Fox, and Holly White in lane 7. Through 300. Sorry, Sock from Megan Sheard. Alice Fox, Laura Boardman. And as we go through 350, the lead has changed. Megan Sheard. She's just edged out now over Torrey with Alice Fox in lane number 6. These three, just a 2 metre lead over our 4th place swimmer, Laura Boardman. But it's going to be Megan Sheard from Stockport Metro, from Torrey Sock, from Alice Fox, and Torrey Sock. But we'll wait for the confirmation of that result.
That concludes the heats from the girls' 15-year-old 400 freestyle. We're now just preparing the final schedules from that, and the finals, the 18 finals from this morning, will commence at 12:20. So there's a natural break now of about 13 minutes. That's finals, the 18 finals from this morning, commencing with event 110, the final 110 of the boys 15-year-old 100 fly. That'll be at 12:20. So you've got about 12 minutes if you want a toilet break or get yourselves a refreshment. So that's finals at 12:20.
I don't reckon that's a 10 metre dive board, is it? That's a 5 metre. That's a 5 metre dive board. I don't reckon that's 10 metres.
That one isn't there.
Is it? It doesn't seem as big.
That's a 10 metre.
Is that because we're here?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to bring my little in here and do that. She doesn't reckon I'll be able to do a 10 metre one. Have you seen the little written sketch? He's in the wheel.
Oh yeah. And it gets out all the way to Hoosh. It gets out and then back into the Neil, as he called.
It's actually based on a real person, that is the thing. Because you couldn't make that up.
No, that's very, very true. Yeah. They are very...
That's just Dick Emery, isn't it? Really? Modernised.
Dick Emery.
Done the announcement of a short break and said the final at 12:20.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first final, which is event 110, which is the boys 15 years, 100 metres butterfly. Over to you, Mr. Starter.
Because otherwise, if we run over them, it's a knock-on effect.
And so in this first final, in lane number 3, we've got Ryan Wheeler from Winsford. In lane 4, Ewan Wilson from the city of Salford. And in lane 5, Thomas Dugdale from Carnforth. And as we go into the turn, it's Ryan Wheeler, just from Thomas Dugdale, and then Ewan Wilson. And into through 75. It looks as though it's Ewan Wilson who's coming through into the last 5 metres. It's going to be Ewan Wilson who gets the touch from Thomas Dugdale, and then Ryan Wheeler. And there we have the confirmation of that result. Our next final is for the boys 16 years, 100 metres butterfly.
Colin's just said, just announced it already. They should be beyond. Just to say, Colin, as soon as they go in, get them on the channel, and then need to come up with the Ferrari. Just announce the final, and then put in the water, and that's it. Give them the name, turn on the water. Right, yeah. Which is basically
And so as we get our 16 years age group final underway, in lane number 2 we've got Joseph Niven from Southport. In lane 3, Will Camden from the city of Salford. Lane 4, Alex Watkinson from Warrington Warriors. Lane 5, Harrison Brown from Stockport Metro. Lane 6, Aaron Fox from Berrington. And in lane 7, Marcus Day from the city of Salford. As we go into the turn, it's Alex Watkinson in lane 4 from Warrington Warriors, turning in 27.86 from Aaron Fox in Bevington, 28.24. And it's Alex Watkinson who's just got a body length lead over Will Camden and Harrison Brown. And then we have the finish, 58.89 for Alex Watkinson. And we'll just wait for the confirmation of that result. And that is the confirmed result of the boys 16 years, 100 metres butterfly. Our next final is for the 17 years, 100 metres butterfly. And so in this next final of the boys 17 years and over 100 metres butterfly, in lane 1 we've got Jake Faby from Carlisle Aquatics, Jordan Gaskill from Winsford in lane number 2, lane number 3 Brody Hewison from the Isle of Man, lane 3 Alistair Stout from the City of Manchester, lane 5 Samuel Goldrick from the City of Manchester, Matthew George from the City of Salford in lane 6, lane 7 Jacob Lee from Southport, and in lane 7 Thomas Broadfoot from the City of Manchester. But at the turn it's Samuel Goldrick from Brody Hewison. But as we come into the last 15, it's going to be touch and go. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Jordan Gaskill. Well, he'll followed by Brody Hewison. And we'll wait for the yes and the confirmation of that result. Jordan Gaskill from Brody Hewison from Alistair Stout. Our next final is event 113, the girls 15 years, 200 metres backstroke. And so in this first final of the girls 200 metres backstroke, in lane number 1 we've got Elisa Blackshaw from Winsford, lane 2 Molly Gordon from Blackpool Aquatics, lane 3 Alexander Carr from Blackpool Aquatics, lane 4 Kate Butler from Stockport Metro, lane 5 Elizabeth Wafer from Preston, lane 6 Josie Carroll from Southport, and in lane 7 Chloe Foster from Satellite. And as we go in through the first 50 turns, Kate Butler, she turns first from Josie Carroll, then Elizabeth Wafer. Coming down into halfway, it's Kate Butler from Elizabeth Wafer and Josie Carroll. And into the turn. These three just starting to pull away from the rest of the field.
First result of this morning's final, the boys 15-year-old 100 metres butterfly. Third place Ryan Wheeler of Winsford. Second place Thomas Dugdale of Carnforth. And in first place in the 15-year-old 100 metres butterfly is Ewan Wilson of City of Salford. Could medal winners please collect their medals from the coaches kiosk, please? That's medal winners there. Collect their medals from the coaches kiosk by the end of today. Thank you.
And so as we go through 150, it's still Kate Butler from Lizzie Wafer and Josie Carroll. But these two, Kate Butler and Lizzie Wafer, are pulling away. And Molly Gordon, sorry, Alexander Carr in lane number 3 is just going to come back on Josie Carroll. And I think Josie's going to hang on. It's Kate Butler from Lizzie Wafer and Josie Carroll. Alexander Carr in 4th. But we'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And then we have the confirmation of the final for the girls 15 years 200 metres backstroke. Our next final is for the girls 16 years 200 metres backstroke. And so as we go down this first 50, this the girls 16 years final. We have Caitlin Bergen from Stockport Metro turning in 31.76 from Charlotte Nestor and Alexander Livingston from Carnforth. And over in lane 1 we've got Chloe Cotton from Preston. And then Abigail Towell from City of Liverpool in 2. Nicola Capstick from Ulverston in 3. Caitlin Bergen, as we said, in lane number 4 from Stockport Metro. Lane number 5, Charlotte Nestor from Wigan Bess. Lane 6, Alexander Livingston from Carnforth. Lane 7, Emily Riddick from Winsford. And in lane 8, Mia Smith from Southport. But it's still Caitlin Bergen from Stockport Metro, turning halfway at 1:06.33 from Charlotte Nestor. But Caitlin has got a very, very good lead now over Charlotte. And looks like now as Emily Riddick from Winsford has just come through and into the 150 turn. for the other girls. It's still Caitlin, who seems to be stretching out her lead from Charlotte Nesta. But over in lane number 3, Nicola Capstick from Ulverston. Looks as though she's coming through into the 3rd place. It's going to be very, very tight. So Charlotte Nesta takes 2nd place. Who's going to take the 3rd? It is Nicola Capstick. But we shall wait for that all-important result, and there it is. And that is the confirmation of the final for the girls 16 years 200 metres backstroke. Our next final is for the girls 17 years and over 200 metres backstroke. And as we get this final underway for the girls 17 years and over, and over in lane number 1, we've got Olivia Nichols from Pioneer 79 with a teammate Isabel Cockram in lane number 2. Anna Kelso from City of Liverpool in 3. Emma Rawson from Stockport Metro in 4. Tori Sock from Wirral Metro in 5. Matty J. Oliver, City of Liverpool in 6. Anna Duncan from Beverton in 7. And Eleanor Nansen from Cockermouth in 8. And as we come down this second 50, there's not much to choose from many of them. Maybe Matty J. Oh, sorry, Sock. Sorry, Sock just edging out from Matty J. And also Emma Rawson. I think Emma Rawson's going to turn in second. So it's Tori Sock from Emma Rawson and Matty J. Oliver. Nice Arrowhead just starting to form now as we come down into the 150 turn. We go into the turn. Tori Sock turning first from Emma Rawson. And then Hannah Kelso. Matty J just not having a good turn there. As we come into the last 25, Tori Sock is out in front. Emma Rawson looks as though she's going to be comfortable in second place, and Hannah Kelso is going to take that third place. And as we come into the finish, there is Hannah Kelso for the third, Matty J in fourth, and we'll just wait for a confirmation of our results. And there we have it, the confirmation. Our next final is event 116, which is the boys 15 years, 50 metres backstroke. So as we get this final underway for the 15 years, boys 15 years backstroke, Luke Jackson from Cockermouth in 1, William Fidalgo Hull from Cockermouth in 2, Ethan Jones from Winsford in 3, Rowan Greening from Cockermouth in 4, Alexander Morley from the City of Salford in 5, Alex Thompson from City of Liverpool in 6, Thomas Duxbury from Bolton Metro in 7, and Lewis Hunter from Stockport Metro in 8. And it's Rowan Greening from Cockermouth from an equal second of Ethan Jones and Alexander Morley. And there we have the confirmation of that result. Move on to our next final, which is the boys 16 years, 50 metres backstroke.
By the time you come out, down there, you reckon, you know, even though I can get them done in 15 seconds. I just thought it might be a bit different. Go on, go on.
We'll take over.
Lane 1, James Petner, Wirral Metro. 2, Joshua Turner, Ulverston. 3, Reese Cambridge Huge, Trafford Metro. 4, William Camden, City of Salford. 5, Marcus Day, City of Salford. 6, Owen McKenna, City of Liverpool. 7, Alexander Nicholson, Cockermouth. And 8, Jack Roberts, City of Liverpool.
I'll do it on 25 next time.
And as we come into the finish, it looks as though it's Marcus Day. It is Marcus Day, 28.55 from Will Camden, his City of Salford teammate, and there we have the confirmation of that result. Our next final is for the boys 17 years and over, 50 metres backstroke.
Yes.
Do it in 25.
No mistakes.
More like me, isn't in this one.
I think Anthony Evans might get this. Maybe he should be, he's 22. He used to go to school with his dad.
Lane 1, Daniel Clark Prescott. Lane 2, Nathan Lowe, City Salford. 3, Thomas Gilroy Pioneers 79. 4, Anthony Evans, City Liverpool. 5, Jack Shillingshaw, Wirral Metro. 6, Matthew Pomford, City Liverpool. 7, Neil Wiley Prescott, and 8, Declan Hall, Wigan Best.
And as we come into the last 15 metres, it looks as though it's Anthony Everts. It is Anthony Everts, 26.68 from Jack Shillinglaw and Thomas Gilroy, but we'll wait for the confirmation of the results. Some very, very good swims there. And there we have the confirmation of that result. And that brings us to the end of the finals for the boys backstroke. Our next finals are for the girls 15 years, 50 metres butterfly.
Lane 1, Charlotte Hume, City of Manchester. 2, Elizabeth Woodcock, Preston. 3, Rebecca Pearson, Stockport Metro. 4, Ruby Burns, Satellite. 5, Lucy Hardy, City Liverpool. 6, Holly White, City Liverpool. 7, Olivia Marshall, Isle of Man. And 8, Abby Jones, Southport.
We need to slow it down. Otherwise it just becomes
And as we come into the last 5 metres, is it going to be Ruby Burns? It's not. It's going to be Rebecca Pearson from Stockport Metro from Ruby Burns. And there we have the confirmation of that result for the final of the girls' 15 years 50 metres butterfly. Our next final is for the girls' 16 years 50 metres butterfly.
Slow it down, okay. You're only getting
Do you like God one?
yeah, you do. We're going to move to give you some mic time. But as long as it's gone by like 4 or 5 meters.
Lane 1, Emily Lawrence, Preston. 2, Lauren Cooley, Cockermouth. 3, Emily Peck, Lancaster. 4, Karina Whittaker, Isle of Man. 5, Caitlin Bergen, Stockport Metro. 6, Chloe Cotton, Preston. 7, Scarlett Peacock, Stockport Metro. And 8, Leah Williams, Pioneer 79.
And as we come into the last 5 metres, I think it's Kazia Whittaker from the Isle of Man who's going to get the touch, and she does. 29.21 from Emily Peck, Lancaster. And in third place, Lauren Cooley from Cockermouth. But we'll wait for the confirmation of the results. Well, we've lost the results on the board. Our next final is for the girls 17 years and over 50 metres butterfly. And just while we wait for the screen to come back, there we have the confirmation of the result again. Kazia Whittaker, 29.21 from Emily Peck, Lancaster, 30.02. Lauren Cooley. Our next final with the girls 17 years and over, 50 metres butterfly.
Lane 1, Emily Keys, City of Salford. 2, Ruth McEwen, Barrow. 3, Molly Roadhouse, City of Manchester. 4, Claire Standing, Stockport Metro. 5, Jessica Calderbank, Oldham Aqua. 6, Charlotte Taylor, Satellite. 7, Rihanna Bennett, City of Manchester. And 8, Tori Sock, Wirral Metro.
And coming into the last 5 metres, it's Kira Standing. Looks as though she's going to get it. She does. 28.16 from Jessica Calderbank, 28.55. Charlotte Taylor from Satellite, 28.78. Wait for the confirmation, and there we have it. The first 3. And that brings the end to the finals of the women's 50 metres butterfly. Our next final is event 122, the boys 15 years, 200 metres freestyle. And so in this first final of our boys 200 metres freestyle final, we have in lane 1 Jack Sheffield from the City of Salford. In lane 2 Henry Oliver from Winsford. Lane 3 Jack Morris from Bolton Metro. Lane 4 Ewan Wilson from City of Salford. Lane 5 Luke Jackson from Cockermouth. Lane 6, Joel Donald from Stockport Metro. And in lane 7, Ryan Wheeler from Winsford. And at the 50 turn, Ewan Wilson from the City of Salford, 28.96 from Luke Jackson. and Jack Morris. And it looks as though it's going to be Luke Jackson who's going to take the turn first, maybe not. It is Jack Morris from Metro, 1 minute dead from Ewan Wilson and Luke Jackson.
Some more medal winners for you. The boys, 16-year-old 100 metres butterfly. In third place was William Camden, City of Salford. Second place, Harrison Brown, Stockport Metro. And first place, Alex Watkinson, Warrington Warriors. In the 17-year-olds 100 metres butterfly, in joint second place was Brodie Hewson, Isle of Man, with Alistair Stout, City of Manchester, joint second. And in first place was Jordan Gaskill of Winsford.
And so as we come through into the last 15 metres, it looks as though it's going to be Ewan Wilson from Jack Morris, with Luke Jackson in lane number 5. It is Ewan Wilson, 2:04.02 from Jack Morris, Bolton Metro, 2:05.06, and Luke Jackson from Cockermouth, 2:05.68. We'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation of the result for the final, the boys 15 years 200 metres freestyle. Our next final is for the boys 16 years 200 metres freestyle. And so as we get this final underway, in lane number 2 we have Scott Proven from the City of Salford. Lane 3, Ben Smith from the City of Manchester. Lane 4, Bradley Astles from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 5, Ben Turnland from Pioneer 79. Lane 6, Benjamin Winterburn from Carnforth. And in lane 7, Jay Dennett from the City of Salford. And as we go through the first 50, it's Scott Proven, 27.42, followed by Bradley Astles, 28.56, Benjamin Winterburn, and as we come down to halfway, Scott Proven, 57.42, 59.7 for Bradley Astles. And it's Scott Proven out there in lane number 2, who's going to turn first. He's got a good 5 metres over Bradley Astles, turning in second place. And as we come down this last 50 metres, the battle is now for second place. Into the last 25, Ben Turnland. And coming up in lane number 2 is Ben Smith from City of Manchester. But in the last 5 metres, who's going to get it? It looks as though it's going to be Bradley Astles from Ben Turnland, Benjamin Winterburn. And there we have the confirmation of that result. Our next final is the boys 17 years and over, 200 metres freestyle. Krogan is always going to win it. I think it's
That's a previous win, isn't it? No, that's not on the thing, but on his normal entry time.
And so in this final, we have in lane number 1, Jack Bonsall from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2, Harley Benjes from Wigan Best. Lane 3, Joel Watterson from the Isle of Man. Lane 4, Joshua Thompson from Carnforth. Lane 5, Matthew George from the city of Salford. Lane 6, Declan Hall from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Elliot Pickford from Wirral Metro. And in lane 8, Matthew Evans from the city of Manchester. And it's Joshua Thompson, who's just got an edge over Joel Watterson and Declan Hall. But it's not much. As we come down into the 150 turn, it's very, very even between Joel Watterson, Joshua Thompson and Matthew George. And not far behind him is Declan Hall from Wigan Best. But it's going to be down to this last 25. And it looks as though it's Joel Watterson that's coming back on Joshua Thompson. And just as we go into the last 5 metres, Joshua Thompson just speeds it up that little bit and takes the touch. 154.82 from Matthew George, 155.23. And there we have the confirmation of that result. And as we clear the pool, our next final is for the girls 15 years, 200 metres breaststroke. And in lane number 1, we have Abby Winstanley from Workington. Lane number 2, Emma Dixon from the city of Manchester. Lane 3, Caitlin Shingler from Warrington Warriors. Lane 4, Grace Gidman from Wirral Metro. Lane 5, Victoria Dawson from Southport. Lane 6 is Georgia Hankner from Wirral Metro. Lane 7, Charlotte Hume from City of Manchester. And down here in lane number 8, we've got Emma Blair from Aquabears. And as we go through the first 50 turn, it's Grace Gidman from Wirral Metro, 36.36 from Victoria Dawson. And Charlotte Hume, they're the first 3. And just while we come down this second 60, we have some medalist announcements.
Medalists from the girls 15-year-old 200 backstroke, event 103. In 3rd place, Josie Carroll, Southport. 2nd place, Elizabeth Water, Preston. And in 1st place, Kate Butler of Stockport Metro. In the 16-year-old girls 200 metres backstroke, in 3rd place, Nicola Capstick of Ulverston. 2nd place, Charlotte Nestor of Wigan Best. And in 1st place, Caitlin Bergen of Stockport Metro. In the 17-year-old 200 backstroke girls, the third place was Hannah Kelsall, City of Liverpool. Second place, Emma Rowson, Stockport Metro. And in first place, Tori Sop of Wirral Metro. In the boys 15 years 50 metre backstroke, event 116. In the 15-year-old age group, joint second place, Ethan Jones of Winsford with Alexander Morley, City of Salford. And in first place, Rowan Greening of Cockermouth. In the 16-year-old 50 metres backstroke, third place, Reese Cambridge Hughes, Trafford Metro. Second place, William Camden, City of Salford. First place, Marcus Day, City of Salford. In the 17-year-old 50 metres backstroke, in third place, Thomas Gilroy, Pioneer 79. In second place, Jack Shillinglaw, Wirral Metro. And in first place, Anthony Evans, City of Liverpool. Could all medalists please collect their medals from the coaches' kiosk before the end of the day? Thank you.
And so as we come into the last 15 metres, it's Grace Kidman in lane 4 from Wirral Metro. She's going to take a touch from Victoria Dawson. And then third place, I thought it was Emma Dixon, but I think that we're going to have to wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation of that result. Our next final is for the girls 16 years, 200 metres breaststroke. So as we come down the first 50 in this final for the girls 16 years 200 metres breaststroke. In lane number 1, Hannah Edwards from Carnforth. In lane number 2, we've got Rachel Thompson from Southport. In lane 4, Hannah Sheehan from Wigan Best. Lane 4, Chelsea Crabtree from the City of Salford. Lane 5, Kira Henley from Stockport Metro. Lane 7, Ellie Ward from Pioneer 79. And in lane 8, Leah Williams, also from Pioneer 79. But it's Hannah Sheehan. As we come into the halfway turn, he's got about a 2 or 3 metre lead now over Chelsea Crabtree. And Kira Henley. These two battling it out for the second and third place at the minute. And as we go through 125 metres, Hannah isn't quite getting away as she did in the first 100 metres from Chelsea or Kira. And as we come into the 150 turn, it looks as though Chelsea Crabtree is starting to sneak back at her. Hannah Sheehan goes through the turn. And Chelsea is now starting to pull away from Kira as she tries to catch Hannah Sheehan. But Hannah has started a long glide in a stroke. Seems to be maintaining the distance between her and Chelsea. And as they come into the finish, it's going to be Hannah Sheehan from Wigan Best, 2:38.32 from Chelsea Crabtree, and Kira Henley but we'll wait for the all-important confirmation of that result. And then we have the confirmation of the final for the girls 16 years 200 metres breaststroke. Our next final is for the girls 17 years and over 200 metres breaststroke.
It's not technically punishment, it's just disqualification.
And so, as we get this girls 17 years and over 200 metres breaststroke final underway, we have a disqualification to announce in event 126, the girls 16 years 200 metres breaststroke final, and that is lane 2. So we have a disqualification in event 126, lane 2. And in this final, we've got Bridie Franey from Stockport Metro, lane number 1. Stephanie Brew from the Isle of Man in lane 2. Lane 3, Rusha Mondal from the City of Manchester. Miranda Bauer, Burnley Bobcats in 4. And then we've got Denisa Elena Gogu from City of Manchester in 5. Anna Doherty from Bolton Metro in 6. Shannon Campbell, Warrington Warriors in 7. And Katie Roadhouse from Stockport Metro in lane number 8. Well, it's Anna Doherty that turns first at halfway and is starting to pull out a little bit of a lead over Denisa. Now Miranda. As we go through the 150 turn, it's Anna Doherty from Bolton Metro, from Miranda Bauer and Decent Eleanor. As we come into the last 25, it looks as though Miranda Bauer is starting to come back at Anna Doherty, but it looks as though she's going to hang on this last 5 metres, and she does. Well done. So Anna Doherty from Miranda Bauer, Denisa Eleanor Gogu in 3rd place. We'll wait for the confirmation of that result. And there we have the confirmation of the result for the final of the girls 17 years and over 200 metres breaststroke. And that brings us to the end of our finals for today. Warm-ups this afternoon will be at 2 o'clock. And we shall start this afternoon's proceedings around about 3-ish, 3:15. So at this moment in time, I would like to give thanks to all our technical officials for all their work that they have done this morning and invite them to leave the pool deck.
Need some music.